Good morning, Bit Squad. Good to see you. You know, I kind of took the day off completely from crypto yesterday. I love you guys a lot. I want you to know that. And the strike I've got with YouTube on the BitBoy Crypto channel, it kind of sucks. There's no question about it. I think I'm getting it worked out. I've, been talking to YouTube, and I mean, it's clearly a mistake. That's what it boils down to at this point. It's clearly a mistake. The video in question has actually been reinstated, but the strike is still there. So we're working on that. I think it'll be solved pretty quickly. This channel will still continue to serve. We got big plans for the second channel. It's going to be some other directional stuff we want to do involving, kind of some behind the scenes stuff and things like that. Maybe more personal videos, kind of like this. On the way to work, I've got the truck here. I'm in the Ram Rebel here. So I hope I don't have to run anybody off the road, but, I certainly might do that. When I did my Hellcat video, a lot of you guys really were concerned that I was going to die. I live that concern every day, but I'm still here. Let's talk about Bitcoin right now. I've been reading today. Like I said, I kind of took the day off yesterday. I wasn't super engaged in the news. The break that I've been giving from the intense work schedule due to the daily videos and daily scripts I have to write, it's a little refreshing. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So I really don't hate the break, But at the same time, I know you guys want, the latest and the greatest information. You want to know what's going on with the markets. A lot of people are scared right now. That fear is amazing how quickly it takes over. And I think that fear is compounded right now by the fact that we've seen Bitcoin at that exact height before, and we saw what happened afterwards. And so a lot of these newer investors, or maybe even investors who got burned in 2020 or in 2017, and now they're back, like they're having deja vu. And, I kind of understand that. I mean, I understand why they would feel that way, for sure. But the thing is what it actually boils down to is that this is different. We in 2017 did not have, just take away all of the information that we've talked about extensively about the Bitcoin cycles, okay? We know what the Bitcoin cycles mean. We know what the halving means for Bitcoin. Those of us that have been in this market for a long time, that have been studying it for a long time, like we know what that means. Your average person ain't got a clue, okay? But the thing that they do know is that trillions of dollars have been printed out of nowhere and that it's only going to continue. There's no doubt about it. Even if all these vaccines were rolled out next week, like they're saying, some people are saying that they're going to be rolled out starting on Monday to some people, the elderly and the people in, the greatest risk or whatever. It's not even something I think about. I mean, I'm not at risk. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I died from that sickness, it would probably make the papers. It'd be like, 38-year-old man dies. And then it'd be like, everybody would be like, oh, we're all scared, because adults can die. Regular adults in some form of health. The point being is that even if that happened, the relief is still going to come. You have to think about the people that are in leadership starting next year. You have to think about what their viewpoints on things are, statements they've already made, promises that they've made to get the positions they have or they're going to have, means that the trillions of dollars is coming. About a quarter of all US dollars in circulation was printed in the last 12 months. Think about that. Those are the bigger factors that are leading institutions to jump all into Bitcoin. And what we're also seeing is not only, and I will tell you this, this is going to make you guys feel good. I'm going to tell you, this is going to make you feel good about Bitcoin. It's not going to make you feel good about where the world is, but it's going to make you feel good about Bitcoin. It's going to make you feel good about the decision that you have made to get involved in cryptocurrency. A lot of the people who are now investing in Bitcoin that I have talked to for a long time, I'm talking family members, close friends, people I care about. I'm talking about people I know that have know what I have done. They know what I do. They know about my success, but for whatever reason, they were still hesitant to get into cryptocurrency. What I've seen from those people is this, is that the ones of them that are now investing in cryptocurrency, because it is happening, almost everyone I know who I've been telling about for years about this, of course, the price is way up now. Everybody wants to get in. All of these people are now putting money in. That's not the thing that's going to make you feel good. Here's the why they're finally doing it. They get it. They see the larger picture of the economy. They see what is happening with the government printing this money. Their concern is, they want to make a lot of money, but their primary reason for finally deciding to get involved in this is that they have finally seen the US dollar is not safe. People are waking up to this. People know. This is not new news for a lot of us, but people have been sleeping. They've been sleeping. And now they're finally awaking. And I think that that's truly sad for the future state of the United States economy. When I was a kid, I thought that the United States economy I thought we were number one. We are number one still, probably not for long. And, I just remember thinking, you read all this stuff in history about these civilizations and what starts to go wrong. And, I could point to a lot of moral decay in a lot of things. I could point to the fact that the people get too dependent upon the government. Those two things go hand in hand with the falls of empires. And there's no doubt about it. The United States is an empire. Now, I always thought that we were different. I always think that about me and about anything I'm involved in. Like, okay, but this time it's different. And that's what I thought. That when I was a kid and I had a social studies teacher, and he said, America won't always be number one. I just remember thinking, yeah, you wrong. And now all of the warnings and foreboding type of things around the world that point to a different world we're going into. The removing of borders, not necessarily physical, but digitally, making the world more connected than ever. It kind of negates a lot of the things that have made America great. It lowers the barrier of entry into the economy for smaller countries. And all of those things together, they just chip. We're seeing the cracks. And I believe that in the future, people will look back at this time as the last days of American dominance. Oh, you guys, look at the sun. Look at the sun. My truck has a huge sunroof. It's crazy. I didn't even know it had it when I bought it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So the point is, though, is that it doesn't have to end in apocalypse. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to end where we're all running around and, I'm playing Rick from The Walking Dead. Okay? But that's who I be, dang it. Carl! Tell me what the price of Bitcoin is, Carl! Are you prepared? Are you prepared for what's coming? It's truly sad. I think it's important to note, I love America. I love everything about America. I love America. I don't want you guys to think that this is me being anti-American when I say that this seems to be the last days. I would certainly hope it to be different. I would hope that somehow we could turn it around. But those hopes seem to be falling short. Once we lose the world reserve currency, which, like a ticking clock, happens every 100 years, and we're right at the 100-year date. of the US dollar as the world reserve currency. Once that happens, that's the fat lady. You know what I'm saying? That's the fat lady singing. Okay? And no, I'm not going to put on a Viking hat and a dress and sing it for you. I ain't going to do it. I'm going to hold out hope that somehow it would turn around. I personally, I mean, I would love the U.S. to have a strong economy. That's still there. Love the U.S. to have a strong economy, and I would love for the U.S. dollar to remain the reserve currency because it's strong, because that's a reflection on America. But it's time. Time-wise. It's time. It's like a Bitcoin cycle. We know what that looks like. And it's so funny, it's so interesting. This is something I've been talking about a lot with people I know, is that it seems like the world itself is on like a 100-year cycle. It's crazy. And when you look at that reserve currency and how it's changed over, I think since about the 1400s, every 100 years, on average, one time it went to 120, one time it was 70 something, but on average it's 100 years. And it's like amazing how just history repeats itself over and over again. It feels like we're trapped in like a 100-year loop. And just when you think things will be different, they're the same. And so I think that it's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen with Bitcoin over the next period of time. Okay? Is it possible Bitcoin could become the reserve currency? Could. I think we're a lot of steps away from that. And it would be, Bitcoin as a reserve currency would not be Bitcoin as, it would not be Bitcoin as the currency of the world, the transactional electronic currency, okay? It would be Bitcoin serving as gold, like when gold backed the US dollar. I think watching Bitcoin as something to base value on instead of actually having the value is an interesting conversation that I think, you know, a lot of people haven't thought about before. So, well, I gotta be honest with you guys. I got a chiropractor appointment. Gotta go here before I go to work. So I gotta go get my back cracked. And then I'll be back to tell you guys what's crack-a-lackin'. Hopefully, I'll get the channel back soon. And I'll be able to be back over there. In the meantime, right now, Bitcoin is falling. Don't be worried. We know what's coming. Even if it drops further, that's not what we're here for. I'm still hoping we hit all-time highs within a couple weeks. We're losing some of that momentum right now. Hopefully we can get it back. We can get it back on the drop of a dime. You know, get some news, a big market move, and we can be heading right back up. So that's all I got. Be blessed. Good boy out.